Hidden beneath the glassy turquoise veil of the Indian Ocean, off the sun-drenched shores of the Maldives, lies a destination so surreal, so impossibly luxurious and breathtaking, that it seems less like a hotel and more like a mirage suspended between dream and reality, a marvel of engineering and imagination known as the Muraka, the world's first underwater hotel villa, nestled within the Conrad Maldives Rangali Island resort. This is not merely a place to stay, it is a place to surrender, to dissolve the boundaries between human and ocean, to live for a brief, unforgettable moment inside the living pulse of the sea. As your seaplane touches down and the villa comes into view like a white pearl floating atop endless blues, your mind begins to grapple with the strangeness of it all, that somewhere beneath your feet, amid coral cathedrals and slow-drifting stingrays, is a bedroom like no other, a glass-walled sanctuary built 16 feet below the surface, where each moment is accompanied by the silent ballet of fish, light, and water, and where your dreams unfold beneath the gaze of ancient marine life. To reach this wonder, you descend from the sleek upper floor via a spiral staircase or private elevator, and what awaits below is nothing short of science fiction brought to life. As your seaplane touches down and the villa comes into view like a white pearl floating atop endless blues, your mind begins to grapple with the strangeness of it all, that somewhere beneath your feet, amid coral cathedrals and slow-drifting stingrays, is a bedroom like no other, a glass-walled sanctuary built 16 feet below the surface, where each moment is accompanied by the silent ballet of fish, light, and water, and where your dreams unfold beneath the gaze of ancient marine life. To reach this wonder, you descend from the sleek upper floor via a spiral staircase or private elevator, and what awaits below is nothing short of science fiction brought to life. A fully submerged master suite encased in curved acrylic, where the ocean wraps around you in every direction, filtering daylight into liquid gold and turning every passing shark or curious wrasse into a companion in your underwater reverie. It is silent, save for the gentle hum of life outside. It is private, as though the sea itself has paused to cradle you, and it is profoundly humbling, because while you lie nestled in soft white linens in a king-sized bed beneath a sweeping glass dome, the reef world continues its ancient rhythms above and around you, oblivious to the miracle of your presence. But this isn't just a bedroom under the sea, it's a testament to what human creativity can achieve when boldness meets precision. Constructed in Singapore and carefully transported to the Maldives by barge, the underwater suite was lowered into place by engineers and divers working in perfect coordination, anchoring it to the ocean floor with pinpoint accuracy to ensure both safety and seamless integration into the fragile reef ecosystem. The structure itself is a symphony of strength and subtlety, engineered to withstand ocean pressure, tides, and the weight of dreams, while maintaining a visual elegance so pure it disappears into its surroundings. The walls are made of nearly foot-thick, pressure-resistant acrylic, allowing crystal-clear views of the marine world from every angle, including the ceiling directly above the bed, turning every moment into a slow-motion marine documentary in which you are both viewer and participant. As morning breaks, the sun filters through the waves in dappled hues, illuminating schools of shimmering fish and casting dancing patterns on your ceiling. At night, ambient lighting within the suite reflects gently off the walls, attracting nocturnal creatures and wrapping the room in a kaleidoscope of otherworldly glow. There is something deeply spiritual in the experience, being beneath the surface, wrapped in stillness, removed from noise and distraction, and reminded that life beneath the waves has always been here, waiting, watching, existing with or without us. And when you return to the surface, the luxury doesn't stop, it evolves. The upper level of the villa is a private paradise of modern elegance and Maldivian warmth, offering 2 additional bedrooms, a sun-drenched living room with panoramic views, an ocean-facing bathroom with a sculpted tub that seems to float above the sea, and an infinity edge pool that merges with the horizon. There's a gourmet kitchen, a personal chef on standby, a private butler available 24/7, and even quarters for your own staff should you arrive with an entourage. Every inch of the Muraka whispers indulgence, but it never shouts. Its luxury is not ostentatious but graceful, an experience curated for the soul as much as the senses. Here, barefoot opulence meets quiet contemplation. You might begin your morning with yoga on a floating deck, enjoy a champagne breakfast served on silver trays, spend your afternoon snorkeling among coral gardens just steps from your door, and end the day submerged once more, watching bioluminescent plankton drift like stars while stingrays sweep silently overhead. And while the experience is undeniably exclusive, priced at tens of thousands of dollars per night and catering to the world's elite, the Muraka offers something no amount of money can buy: perspective. For in this floating, submerged capsule, where time slows and the outside world fades, guests are invited to reflect on their place in the greater web of life, to marvel at the elegance of nature, to feel awe in its purest form, and to realize, perhaps for the first time, that luxury means nothing without connection. The Muraka is not merely a luxury destination, it is a philosophical one, an experiential sculpture that invites travelers to ask deeper questions even as they sip rare vintages and glide through marble hallways. Why do we build? What is the purpose of progress? Can we design without destruction? These questions are not abstract here, they surround you like the sea itself. The hotel works with marine biologists and conservationists to monitor and protect the reef, offering educational programs and guided dives to guests who wish to learn, not just lounge. Coral propagation efforts are underway, and the resort's sustainability mission includes minimizing plastic use, powering with solar energy, and restoring habitats damaged by climate change and human interference. In this way, the Muraka becomes a case study in what hospitality could look like in a changing world, a world where the wealthiest travelers are no longer satisfied with extravagance for its own sake, but seek purpose, presence, and a sense of being part of something larger. And in truth, that's what the underwater hotel offers more than anything else, a moment outside time, in a place outside of culture and noise, where the only language is silence and the only religion is wonder. Whether you're drifting to sleep while reef sharks patrol the edges of your field of vision, or waking to the slow-motion swirl of rainbow fish performing a sunrise dance, there's a feeling that settles into your bones, a reverence, a thrill, a deep-rooted understanding that you have seen the world from the inside out, and it will never look the same again. And as word of the Muraka has spread across the globe, from glossy travel magazines to viral social media reels to whispered recommendations among those in the know, its reputation has grown not just as a bucket list destination, but as a rite of passage for the world's most curious, its most romantic, its most soul-hungry travelers who crave not just luxury, but transcendence. For in an era where the term experience is often diluted by marketing buzzwords and Instagrammable aesthetics, the Muraka stands apart as something genuinely rare, an encounter so raw, so immersive, so stripped of artifice that it refuses to be reduced to a caption or even a memory, because it lingers in your body, in the rhythm of your breath, in the way you now look at water not as scenery, but as presence, and the sea not as a view, but as a character, a companion, a living narrative that you were briefly allowed to enter. And perhaps that's why so many artists, writers, designers, and visionaries have gravitated toward this place, not just for vacation but for inspiration, for reconnection, for a kind of sacred pause in a world that rarely permits stillness. The Muraka becomes not only a sanctuary for travelers but a symbol of what's possible when luxury is paired with conscience, when engineering is wedded to empathy, when beauty is not extracted but celebrated and protected, and this forward-thinking approach echoes in every architectural choice. From the energy-efficient materials used in construction to the way the villa's position allows for natural water circulation and minimal disruption to surrounding coral, to the partnerships with conservationists who use the site as a living lab for studying reef health and marine life behavior. Because in the end, the Muraka is not just a hotel but a message, a living artifact that says, this is what we can do if we dare to dream responsibly, and it is this balance, between ambition and humility, innovation and preservation, that gives the Muraka its soul, elevating it from mere destination to pilgrimage, from lavish escape to living classroom, where guests emerge not only rested but transformed, not only dazzled but awakened.